there. You just sleeping? Hi, hero. Oh, you guys are so cute. Okay. A lot of people signed this petition because they did not want her to attend college and class. There was a hearing that happened a couple weeks ago where the judge allowed her to attend college. This was her first semester. Again, when the alleged murder happened, that was when she was a high school senior, and so she's going to be attending college right now. And they were trying to get the college to, I guess, ban her from attending, maybe kick her out of school or something like that. So I just want to read this interview that Gary Mitchell does. And I just feel like Gary Mitchell, I think sometimes he just talks a little too much. I don't know. I think he adds a little bit more to the chaos and to the confusion, if anything. Like, I understand that he wants to do these interviews and then talk about the defense that he's going to talk about, which is, blaming the hospital, saying the baby was not stillborn. But I just feel like there are some details that he should just kind of keep, I don't know, maybe secret for now, instead of dropping it in these interviews and then confusing us even more. But let's read this article together. Defense attorney representing New Mexico teenager accused of murdering her newborn has decried the nearly 20,000 strong petition to bar her from her college as a bunch of prejudice nonsense. So it talks about Alexee Trevizo, how this happened in January of this year. She locked herself in the bathroom, gave birth. The child was found in a trash bin. And should we read over this again? I feel like maybe afterwards I'll read over this, just to refresh in our memory. But I want to see let's see, is it right here? Since August 24th, nearly 20,000 people have signed the petition titled Get Alexee Trevizo Off NMSU Campus, calling upon the institution to reconsider Trevizo's admission. Anyone that has the auxiliary regard for human life should not have the right to work in the field with any human, one Backer wrote. Petitioner writer Evelyn Graziano has since removed the mention of her name on the change.org page and did not respond for a request for a comment. Justin Bannister, an associate vice president for marketing and communications at, I think this is New Mexico State University, told Fox News that no student named Evelyn Graziano or who shares a surname is enrolled at or employed at the university. Alexee Trevizo is enrolled at New Mexico State University and is currently taking classes online, Bannister told Fox News Digital. NMSU can't discuss the admission process for individual students. However, per the student's code of conduct, disciplinary action, including expulsion, can be taken if the student's alleged misconduct has a substantial impact, interferes with, or causes substantial harm to the NMSU mission or reputation. Violations of law are prohibited activity according to the student code of conduct. However, Trevizo's lawyer characterized the petition as a bunch of nonsense soundbite backers who don't know the facts. Gary C. Mitchell will represent Trevizo at her murder trial. By the way, this trial's been pushed back to, I think, like a year from now, 2024. He also filed a wrongful death suit against the hospital and members of his staff, per the court records. The lawsuit, filed in July, alleges that negligence and improperly administered medications caused the death of Alex Ray Fierro, the name Trevizo allegedly chose for the child, including her boyfriend Devin Fierro's surname, and accuses staff of violating HIPAA laws by sharing Trevizo's and the infant's medical information and allowing officers wearing body cameras into her exam room. The closed-minded, biased, and prejudiced signers of the petition, Mitchell said, would realize that Trevizo did not kill her baby if they had all the facts and need to realize this is a nation of laws, not men. The staff failed to inform Trevizo that she was pregnant when tests initially came back positive before she excused herself to the bathroom to give birth, per the lawsuit obtained by Fox News Digital. And they knowingly administered muscle relaxants and morphine despite knowing her pregnancy. Trevizo, Mitchell said, had no idea she was pregnant, thought she put on about 10 pounds. So this is new information right here. Thought that she put on about 10 pounds because she and her boyfriend had been going to McDonald's every day. It's not like we treat our children very well about biology. We're so Victorian about teaching them about sex and our bodies. I'm actually very interested to see what the high school curriculum is in their health classes. Do they not teach children that, hey, this is how you become pregnant? Where a guy and a girl, they have sex, sperm, egg, like, I don't know what era he thinks we're in. I just have a hard time believing that this public school would not teach children about health and sex and stuff like that. Usually, I don't know if they still do, but we started this in like elementary school. I think it was in 5th grade. And then every year afterwards, you have a health class, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. Very interesting. He said, you have to be raised on a farm these days to get that kind of information. What the fuck is he talking about? I don't know. I was like a little bit iffy about this interview. I'm like, did he really say this? But I mean, I wish there was, I wonder if this was like an email or if this was like a video somewhere that he did. Mitchell told Fox News Digital that an infant had 19 nanograms of morphine in his system. Okay, so that's consistent to what he said before, which has warnings on it about not using it if you're pregnant or about to deliver a baby. Although extended use of morphine is not recommended for women during pregnancy, extended use of morphine is usually used in the early stages of labor, according to the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. The infant also tested positive for influenza and COVID at autopsy, Mitchell claimed. I don't remember seeing, so they must have done their own independent autopsy, but the one that was released by the state, I don't remember seeing influenza and COVID on there. Telling Fox News Digital that this child was born with some pretty serious breathing issues that could have had a cumulative effect alongside the morphine in his system. When she gave birth into the commode because she didn't know that she was pregnant, Mitchell said Trevizo tried to salvage the baby, hold the baby, and put the baby in the sink. The baby never cried. The baby never breathed. The baby never moved its eyelids. The baby never showed signs of life. She didn't know what to do. That's the story. That's this case. A little different than 17,000 at the time of the interview idiots trying to keep her out of school. Did he really use the word idiots? Oh, dude. He's calling the people that are signing the petitions idiots. Yikes. Going the offense there. According to the American Health Association, about 10% of newborns require some assistance, often tactile stimulation that includes patting and rubbing to begin breathing after birth. Oh yeah, I've heard about that before. The child's autopsy reports reportedly showed that the air had entered his lungs and that there was an evidence of hemorrhage consistent with hypoxia. The test that they used to show this is an antiquated test, Mitchell told Fox News Digital, but could not name the particular test. It'd be very interesting to hear about that during the trial. Even though Judge Jane Gray amended a pretrial order on Trevizo's bail conditions, allowing her to attend university in person, Mitchell said Trevizo will attend class remotely. He says, she decided not to create a controversy, so she's trying to take her classes remotely the first semester. I have a hard time believing that. I think she's doing digital classes because she doesn't want to face the shame. And I don't know, she probably doesn't want to, maybe there'll be other people on campus that might point her out, maybe make fun of her or something like that. Because, technically the controversy was already created by her attending these classes, right? Or her going to this university. But I think it's just because, she probably just doesn't want to face any more shame from other people. And I think it's okay for her to do the classes remotely. It might be better anyways. Let's not start comparing who's a better human being. Oh my God, this lawyer. Let's not start comparing who's a better being. Trevizo has a better heart and moral convictions than petition backers. She just wants this to be over. She just wants to get the facts out. Can we trust this? I feel like this interview is way too bizarre. The shit that he's saying, it's so bizarre. Is this real? Is this real? Oh my God. I want to see the interview. Trevizo, Mitchell said, would have been happy to raise a child. It's a big family. She's a good Catholic girl, and she would have been happy to do it. Did I skip the part about right here. I'm sorry. I did skip a very important quote that I wanted to talk to you guys about. He says, when she gave birth into the commode because she didn't know that she was pregnant, Mitchell said, Trevizo tried to salvage the baby, hold the baby, and put the baby in the sink. And that's where it goes from this quote. The baby never cried. The baby never breathed. The baby never moved its eyelids. The baby never showed signs of life. So he's saying that she tried to save the baby. She was holding the baby and she put the baby in the sink. If you're trying to save the baby, why are you putting the baby in the sink? Why aren't you calling for help? Why aren't you pressing the call button? I'm sorry, but I feel like Gary Mitchell's interview, I think it just causes more confusion, if anything. I think more people are just going to be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Anyways, that's the interview. This happened like 2 weeks ago, and I felt like no one was reporting on it. So I thought it was interesting. Dude, I don't know, man. Her lawyer seems a little crazy to me. Holy shit. Going on the offense, and I mean, when he does his opening statements, I'm going to remember all of this. Everything that he's saying. And if she decides to testify, you know, I'm going to remember that the lawyer said that she tried to save the baby by putting the baby in the sink and how she wanted to raise the baby. I don't know what happens when they go to the text messages and all that. Anyways, so that more bizarre shit. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like I'm just a bearer of just bad news of just bizarre shit, you know, but we do true crime stuff here. So it's all, you know, it's not like all like dandies and like flowers and stuff like that. We have pending justice to be served. Pending justice. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Does anyone else think this is just a batshit bizarre fucking interview?